Hello Scorpio, and welcome to today's reading. I hope that all is well. If you're new here, I'm your host LeeApocrypha, and it is a pleasure to meet you. I hope you'll consider joining the soul family if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you'll be notified anytime that I post new content, be it tarot or otherwise. And if you're returning, welcome back soul family. I love you guys. Okay, so I'm so sorry I didn't post anything last weekend. I really wanted to, but yesterday was the last day of my 2 weeks, my 2-week notice for one of my jobs, and I started working somewhere that I've worked before again a couple weeks ago. So at the beginning of the 2-week notice, so I was working 3 jobs the other week, last week, so I was fucking dead, you guys. But yeah, so my schedule's changing, things are moving around. Please bear with me, okay? The first card that came out for you is the 8 of Pentacles. You're working on some shit. You're working hard. You're being diligent, or you're trying to. You're really striving towards something that it is you have always wanted to work on. This is something that you're passionate about, something that you literally enjoy doing all day, any day, every day. This is something that brings you true fulfillment and happiness. Like the Sun card in tarot, even though this isn't the Sun card, symbolizes the happiest deck, the happiest card in the deck. And we have these cogs that look like suns. It's like you working on this thing is bringing you closer to your happiness, to what truly fuels your heart. It's bringing you into a better understanding of who you are and what you desire. That's beautiful, Scorpio. Okay. Now we have the 9 of Cups here. Okay. You have been emotionally independent, but I feel like this is also in essence very in a stubborn way. The 9 of Cups can symbolize someone who has true emotional stability within themselves, but it could also symbolize someone who is very stubborn. Okay? It's okay to be selfish to some degree. It's necessary, of course. But it's important to not fall into being selfish in ways that are negative. Okay. There's the Lovers. Oh. Okay. The 9 of Swords. I'm sorry, I just saw that cat. That cat. The cat looked like it died scared. Like this person is terrified. Okay. So, okay, Scorpio. What I'm getting here is that you fear the things that bring you the most happiness. You want stability and you want to follow your pursuit of happiness. What makes you happy, what you're passionate about, what you want to have as your career even. You want that. You also want love, connection, unity within yourself and externally, I feel, for most of you. You want to heal what has been tainted within you. You want to heal what has been tainted in your relationships around you. Family, friends, significant other if you have one. There's this aspect of you that is stubborn as fuck. But at the same time, you do have, you are perhaps better at controlling your emotions. But it's important, at least you understand not to allow your emotions to control you, if you understand that. But you control your emotions to such a degree that closes you off completely from so many beautiful things. It's very interesting, Scorpio, because I really, like with the first card, even with the second card, like I was really thinking, okay, this, perhaps this message will go in a very career-based, you know, message. But it's all-encompassing. Which makes sense. Like, we're all dealing with so much shit in our life. Even if we're putting all our time and energy into our career, there are other things that we have to worry about, like our family, our friends, our connections. What are we gonna eat? You know, whatever. I feel like you're doing better. You're striving towards what you love. But there's this essence of you feel like you should be further along than where you are right now. Don't feel that way. Like, I understand that it's hard, but it's important for you to understand that you are where you are because that's where you need to be. If you don't like it, then what do you not like? And how can you change it? That is how you progress. Instead of focusing so much on like things aren't changing, things aren't going right, and things aren't happening fast enough. I just looked up. I saw my clock. It said 2:21. Even though it's 1:21 technically, that's an hour. Oh no, it's an hour behind. But anyway, it turned into 2:22. Like right after I saw the 1, it changed into the 2. This could be something about union, partnership. And that doesn't have to be romantic. It could be within something that you want to create within yourself. It could be within something that you want to find balance within yourself. It's about a decision. This Lover's card has a snake, and snakes to me really symbolize healing. But amongst all of this stuff, you're scared. You're scared of being successful because you were never taught how can I say? You're afraid of success because you've never seen true success around you. You're afraid of love because you feel like you've never seen true love around you. You're afraid of your emotions because you don't know how to communicate your emotions. Because you're so controlling of your emotions, you don't even know how to express it. Like, it's become so... what's the word? Desensitized. You've become so desensitized to your emotions because you've had to hide them, or you chose to hide them. I feel like it's a mixture of both. And because you've controlled your emotions so well that now you don't know how to feel your emotions. And so there's this part of you that even though you know how emotionally independent you are, you know how independent you are in general, but at the same time, like, you've controlled it so much that you're desensitized to your own emotions. But you do feel fear. You have been fearful. You don't want to fear what it is you want to build for yourself. You don't want to fear connection. There's also the Eight of Cups in reverse underneath. I just saw 1111. 222 and 1111. And the Lovers. For a few of you, for some of you, this could be divine connection, soulmate, twin flame, take it as resonates. It doesn't have to be a part of your situation. But there's something that you're afraid of, and there's something that you're not walking away from. It's kind of like there may be this aspect within you that's afraid to walk away from your old ways of being so emotionally constricted, or emotionally, how can I say, you don't allow yourself to feel your emotions. I saw 1222. Again, 222. There's that balance. Twin flame connection is about balance and unity. It's about coming into one. One is black and one is white. This isn't about race. To me, this is about energy. This is about yin and yang, light and dark. There's this need for balance within yourself, not for the external, not just what you can perceive, but what is within. If you want to heal, you have to release. If you want to heal, you have to release. Full moons are best moon for release. If you want to heal, you have to release the tendencies that you have towards being emotionally unavailable. You want a connection with someone, or that connection with yourself, which it should always be with yourself first, and always with yourself, despite if anyone else is involved or not. Express your emotions. Don't be a fucking robot. Like, maybe you're one of those people that was raised, or maybe if you're a man, maybe you're raised in that bullshit, like machismo bullshit. Like, oh, men don't cry. Men don't feel the emotions. Why are you crying? Like, oh. I hate that shit. You're afraid because your past has not allowed you to understand a healthy way. You're afraid because you're figuring this all out for yourself. And it's scary because it's new. You're trying to be stable. You're trying to move towards what it is that you desire. You want love, even if you're not focusing on that right now. Even if this is just self-love. Even if this is not in terms of a relationship with someone in particular. This is about yourself first and foremost. Even if it is about someone else, before that it's about you. You have to have balance within yourself to have balance in your external. You and another person, if you want to come to unity, have to be balanced within yourselves in order to come together, to be balanced together. Not one, both. I feel like there's this aspect of you that is striving towards finding that balance. There's this aspect of you that is very, perhaps you're very spiritual. Perhaps you have a lot of intuition. You're a Scorpio. You're a water sign. Of course you do. But you don't allow yourself to understand it. You don't allow yourself to sit with it and try to even perceive it as being real for you. You're like, oh, it's real for everyone else, but you know, I don't want to focus on that. I just want to focus on XYZ because like spirituality is just a waste of my time right now because I'm trying to focus on other things. There's someone that I know that I have told before. You say that you don't want to, you say you're interested in spirituality, but you say that you don't want to be learning more about it or anything like that right now because you're so focused on everything else in your life that you don't have time for it. But in the end, if you were to share some of that time with yourself internally, your spirit, your spiritual side, it will help you in whatever it is that you want in your life. As within, so without, as above, so below. Some of you may be wanting to open up your third eye. Some of you may be wanting to become or develop your intuition, your psychic abilities, your gifts. We all have gifts. They're not all as strong as someone else's, but we all have them. There's so much fear that you have towards what it is that you want. I just saw 1811. 8 is about cycles. 1 is an amplification or about alignment. One and 8 make 9, and we had the 9 of Cups. 9 is about lessons in life. It's so close to the end of a cycle. It's not quite there yet. This isn't the 10 of Cups, it's the 9 of Cups. You're afraid of what you really want when you ask yourself what it is that you really want, because you know it's going to take a lot of hard work, dedication, effort, openness, honesty, clarity, communication within yourself and within whatever situation, scenario it is, whether it's romantic or it's career or otherwise, or if it's a mixture of all of the above. It's like there's this part of you that subconsciously is more comfortable with being in a state of fear. I feel like the way that you cope with your fear is distraction. You distract yourself so you don't have to feel your emotions, so you don't have to face the situations or decisions, because the Lover's card can also be about decisions. Like, you are so used to. It doesn't mean that you want to or that you like it. No one does. But you're so used to. It's so ingrained within who you are at this day and age, at however old you are right now. It's so ingrained into you to be in a state of fear versus to walk away from your fear. You deserve better, Scorpio. Be there for yourself. Show up for yourself. And how can you do that? By starting to go through, work through your emotions, not shove them down and distract yourself so you don't have to face it or drink it away or do whatever substance or masturbating or whatever the fuck to whatever so that you can distract yourself from what it is that you truly want, what it is you're truly feeling. You'd rather be in a state of avoidance and fear and silence than to be open, vulnerable, and honest. It's understandable because of all the shit that you've been through. But it's time, if you choose, if you really want a new beginning, then it's time for you to make those changes. Which is interesting because I saw 21, 35. 5 is about change. 1, 2, 3 is about a new beginning, taking the step forward. What is it that you want? I've asked you this in some of my other Scorpio readings. What do you want, Scorpio? You want love, you want stability within career, your finances, whatever. You want to be truly emotionally independent and strong, which doesn't mean avoiding. I saw 2212, by the way. Again, 2s of balance. What do you want? Don't be afraid. You show up for yourself. You be there for yourself. Everything else will fall into place. But you have to do what's right for you. And work through those difficult emotions and experiences that you've had. And if you need professional help, then seek it. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You do what you have to do so that you can become the best version of yourself. Yeah. Okay? So, let me move on to the Oracle cards and see what card comes out for you. That one just jumped out. Underneath we have the journey. Damn, okay. You see, you've been through so much. You're in this part of your journey where it is time for you to evaluate and to heal. A long way home. So you can truly understand what it is that you want, who you are. Know thyself. You want to anchor, because there is an anchor. You want to anchor down your dreams, your aspirations. You want to anchor that. You want that to be your stability. You want to build upon that. Then do it. I feel like you're working on that, but an aspect of what you're not seeing, how you can accomplish that, is going through your past shit. Healing from it in order for you to release it. I would highly recommend, if you're doing any release work, do it on a full moon. That will definitely amplify that manifestation for you. To release on a full moon. Okay, so let's see what what this card says. This number 3, 5, 3 is about manifestation, 5 is about change, and 8 is about cycles. So again, I feel like you're caught up in cycles of not allowing yourself to feel your emotions. Okay, Scorpio? Okay. A long way home, journey, remembrances, experiences, passage. Look at the little elephant on his journey through the skies. He lives in a huge balloon and has his castle with him. Light guides the way while he slowly passes over the horizon. How long is his journey, and will it end? When will it end? Will he drop the anchor again or continue his travels? This card reflects how we pass through our lives. Distractions. During our pilgrimage, we collect memories strong enough to fill a castle and light enough to buoy our voyage. Okay? So, what am I seeing with that? Again, you've been through so much shit. It's been a long journey. You're exhausted. You're tired. You're going through it. But it's important for you to acknowledge how far you have come. You really have. And you need to accept that and appreciate that for yourself, Scorpio. Okay? How long is his journey, and will it end? I mean, it'll only happen longer the more you distract yourself. Will it end? If you choose it to. If you choose to give up, then it will. If you choose to pursue and continue to strive for it, then it will continue. It won't take as long if you come into alignment with yourself and with the energy within you. It won't take as long once you heal through your past and heal through your trauma and heal through your experiences. I saw 27, 22, by the way. 7 is the spirituality, and 2 again, we mentioned the 2s earlier. Okay, Scorpio. So these are the messages that I have for you today. I hope that it resonated, brought you hope, clarity, and perspective into your situation. I hope that you'll consider joining the Soul Family and turning on post notifications so you can be notified anytime that we post new content. And hope you'll consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and all that jazz. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, Scorpio.